instance, parliamentary watchdog committees such as yourselves will, summon people, will be barking loudly, will be showing their teeth, and then they'll write a report, and then that report sometimes has some good recommendations, sometimes does not have recommendations that are far-reaching. But let's talk about the ones that are far-reaching. Far-reaching recommendations of this auction need to happen. And then it goes to implementation, it doesn't happen. But there's a committee of the National Assembly that has the power
to be able to follow up on the implementation.
And then now you hear again later, okay, we cannot implement this because, there was supposed to be regulations that should have come through the Committee on Delegated Legislation to be adopted by the Parliament so that we can then...
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is this not a very well coordinated orchestra that's just being played out to make sure that, yes, we shall talk? On record, we are fighting corruption, but practically, we all know what we are doing.
No, I'll tell you what. It's easy to be able to read it in that manner, but when some of these things were being done, I was not even a member of Parliament. I wasn't even, whatever we were going on through on KA. I think I was just a few months in Parliament. I was still a very, very young parliamentarian. These things had not... no one even knew I was going to be the chair of...
a speck of grey.
Exactly. No one even knew that I was going to be the chair of the Public Investments Committee. But you also have to remember that the level of reports that the Implementation Committee is currently going through is pretty large. But does not mean that they've not been able to follow up on these matters. They do follow up on these matters. They have actually been following up on a number of these issues. And then also, about 2 days ago, we had a roundtable meeting where the DPP was there, EACC boss was there, I was there, the PAC chair was there, Treasury team was there, the people from the Auditor General herself was there. And we were just... The reason why we actually had that is because we're saying, look, we've done all this that needs to be done. Something has to be actioned, Yeah. And they gave their inputs as well, that some of these... in fact, during my time... the first thing that I did when I became PIC chair is actually I held a meeting. We held a retreat on how we're going to be able to work together between myself, the Office of the DPP, Office of the Auditor General, together with EACC as well, officials. And we discussed quite a number of issues. And then now what we are trying to say is, after we've come up with these reports, the best thing that can be able to happen is get them implemented. Failure for which it becomes a problem. It's easy to say that, but implementation committee, how come they're not following up on this matter? But it's easier to say the people have already been told to do it. Why are they not doing it? Exactly, if you say that Parliament's role is just to come up with reports, would be a bit wanting such kind of a statement. But we've done our part. We have truly done our part. We have gone beyond to say that, this and this is what needs to be done. We have seen this, we have seen this. EACC, the DCI, anyone else is at liberty and free to be able to add on to whatever it is. Yeah. Even the people, the Constitution grants them the right. The people who are mentioned in the report, they can be, and that's why I'm ever extremely, if you look at whatever it is that we have been doing, I always say that, are you sure? Is there anything that you want to add on? In my committee, if the system, for argument's sake, because it's a very sensitive system, so if power goes off and goes back again, then it reboots, because it is something that is the intercom system for recording. I actually make sure that no one says a statement until the system is on, so that at any given time, no one can be able to say, I never said this. Yeah. You're on record. You are on record.
You're the one who said this.
People have been able to try and take matters to court. People have been able to to use judiciary as a shield, and it's their constitutional right. It is their right, but at the same time, you can't get away by saying that I was not given an opportunity to be heard. That's why everyone has to be there. And again, it's easy to say that you guys are just doing this because of the media and everything. But it's also easier for me to do meetings as well and not involve the media. Sure. But that's not how I operate. I would prefer operating in a way that
transparency.
Everyone can be able to come. If the media houses today, you can ask your parliamentary reporter, from the one who did this story to the people who cover KTN as well, that if they need any document, and that document has been tabled before that committee, it automatically becomes a public document, unless the person who tabled that document specifically requests that we would prefer these documents not to be in public domain yet until you finalize on whatever it is that you're doing. And we've had such situations.
Okay. Take a break now at 9:04 for us to say goodbye to our audience on KTN Home. Thank you very much for tuning in. But the conversation with Mheshimiwa Abdul Somad Sharif Nasir continues to the top of the hour and beyond for quite a bit, because we also want to talk about Mvita and the politics of Mvita and Mombasa. We hear and we read in the press that you want to be the next governor of Mombasa County. You'll tell us about that. Good morning. This is Kenya's biggest conversation.
This is The Situation Room, the home of hard-hitting political commentary and penetrating insights about the state of the nation. This is a talk radio experience like no other. The Situation Room, a place for hard truths, debates, and elevated conversations. The Situation Room, witty, political, engaging, deep, controversial. In the room, we have C.T. Muga, researcher, academic, seasoned political observer, a fountain of wisdom in these politically uncertain times. Ndu Oko, Nigerian by birth, Kenyan by choice, communications expert, Pan-Africanist, a truth seeker and believer in people power. And Eric Latin, agent provocateur, the man in the chair, seasoned journalist, news hound, a man who believes in punching up, not down. This is The Situation Room, the only way to start your day.
Nina kiu nawe, Nina kiu nawe, Nina kiu nawe. My name is Eunice Kemunto. Catch me on KTN Home, Behind the Music, on Monday at 10 p.m. as I will be sharing with you the journey behind my music. God bless you.
Be ready for
Baby, when the bright lights start to fade.
These are the big bad selector.
Baby, when the bright lights start to fade.
Unique sound.
Welcome. The time has come. No limits.
The third E-Commerce Excellence Awards is here, taking place at Movenpick Hotel, Nairobi on Friday of 27th August 2021 from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. The event will host over 200 online industry leaders. To book, go to www.ecommerceawards.co.ke or call 0775 692 502. Join us and experience an afternoon of celebration, networking, and learning.
Fresh fried ginger has ginger oil, which is good for a healthy living lifestyle. It combines wonderfully on salads, stir-fries, when basted on roasted meat or simply sprinkled on your favorite dish. Available in 250 ml, 500 ml, and 1 liter.
SM Mreno Nuno Espirito Santo anarejea nyumbani, yani nazungumzia Wolves.
Yule ni Mreno, wanakuambia mwenda kwao haogope giza.
Anajua sebuleni,
jikoni,
anajua jikoni, visu viko wapi.
Na nafikiri kwamba baada ya kumpiga Guardiola,
mabingwa watetezi bwana,
sasa ana nguvu za kumpiga Wolverhampton.
Moja, komboa ufe.
Atavunja daraja. Hiyo ni mechi kubwa, nampa nafasi Nuno Espirito kuweza kumpiga vibaya sana Wolverhampton.
Mangapi hivi?
3-1.
3-1?
3-1.
Hivi watazamaji wafuatilie mchuano wapi?
Pale Kejani.
Una uhakika?
Uhakika.
Pale Kejani. Na nani?
Go TV, Super Sport, Channel 31.
Get home ground advantage.
This is KTN. Welcome home.
Our Chancellor, Ambassador Professor Judith Buda Kahemka, Chair of Council, Vice Chancellor, all protocol observed. Good morning. I am humbled and with great pleasure to stand before this great congregation to deliver this valedictorian speech. All of us graduates have achieved in our programs. Bertolt Brecht, in his famous book, The Caucasian Chalk Circle, said that cars are given to good drivers so that they are driven well. University of Eldoret has been a good driver for us graduates. We have been groomed to become better individuals. And so, as we achieve this campus, let us shine as products of this premier university. The know-that and know-how acquired here is adequate for us to manipulate the environment outside the university accordingly. My life here in campus has been seasoned with some challenges which include lack of fees, upkeep, personal challenges, interruption of studies, and worst of all, the novel COVID-19 pandemic that has affected all of us. Such times brought forth demotivation and low esteem. However, at personal level, I knew that God must go through furnace for it to take shape. On remembering this, I felt rejuvenated and my urge to pursue excellence was resuscitated. Fellow graduates, we all originate from different backgrounds, and here we are, all celebrating our successful exit from this wonderful university. We all hope and look forward to becoming great and prosperous individuals in the future. Let us step out and live our various dreams. Let us stand as resilient individuals and navigate through the ups and downs, emerging victorious in all our pursuits. Let us all gear up for this new phase of life with determination, commitment, and dedication to succeed. Remember, success is the act of moving from failure to failure without losing hope and enthusiasm. To the continuing students, I would advise that you remain focused and work in accordance with that which you are instructed with our esteemed lecturers. Remember that obedience is the key to success, coupled with right aptitude and attitude that leads to high altitude, as our professors in the Technology Education Department kept reminding us in our lectures. I will take this special time to give my great gratitude to the Almighty God, who by his mighty hand and outstretched arm has been able to keep me all through. In my stay in the campus, I've never seen a great ailment that may have interrupted my studies, and that is glory to him. He has given me health, breath, wisdom, and He has made all things to work for the glory of his holy name. To my esteemed lecturers in the School of Education and the entire university, I say thank you for investing in us. To my parents, elder brother Vincent Odhiambo, sponsors, well-wishers, and distinguished friends, and may I mention a few: Sheila Gekonge, Sarah Jesang, and Building Technology Department cohort, including my special friend Kevin Okello, with whom we've journeyed this epic journey and realized that we have emerged victorious. Thanks to the university administration for successfully nurturing us to see this big day. As we step out, we really promise that we will dream big but remain realistic and relevant at all times. Congratulations to all graduates. You have made it. Thank you and God bless.
Madam Chancellor, the alumni representative for our ninth graduation ceremony is Assumpta Wanza Mwema. Assumpta was born at Nzilani Village, Kitui County, on 1st July 1996, to Ndunge Mwema and Mwema Kisula. She went to Nzalani Primary School 2002 and 2009 and scored 396 marks out of the post for 500. She then joined Mutale Girls High School 2010 and 2013 and scored A- with 76 points. She was admitted at Maseno University in 2020 to study pharmaceutical science. However, she got inter-university transfer to the University of Eldoret to study Bachelor of Science Analytical Chemistry with Computing in 2015. She performed well and graduated with a first-class honors degree in 2019. From January 2020, she has been a manager at Nairobi Enterprise Limited, Nairobi. Madam Chancellor, may I welcome Assumpta Wanza Mwema on behalf of the Alumni Association to address the congregation.
The chief guests and all protocols observed. I am Assumpta Wanza. It's an honor for me to address this congregation. It gives me immense pleasure to address you all on this auspicious occasion of our institution's 9th graduation ceremony. To all graduates, University of Eldoret claims you its most important output and the yardstick by which it can measure effectiveness of its academic programs. I have seen this institution growing and grooming every single day because of its highly ambitious, committed faculty and all staff. It's their courage, hard work, and patience which have helped in producing bright students who are doing well in their respective careers. I have seen many of my former colleagues who have reached top heights in their career and have established their names in their respective disciplines. And all of you are going to be parts of them. I would like to congratulate all the graduates for successfully completing your respective courses, and I expect that together we contribute to the goodwill of this great institution. I challenge you by saying that University of Eldoret has invested in you. And this is the reason enough for you to partner in shaping its future. Lastly, I would like to praise the multiple roles that shall be played by the alumni in the society. Be kind and good to people you meet on your way as you go out there. Think big and be optimistic in whatever you're going to do. Above all, allow God guide you as you journey to greatness. As an alumni, join the University of Eldoret Association for more information and benefits. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Our Chancellor, Ambassador Professor Judith Mbula Bahemuka, the Principal Secretary, State Department for University Education and Research, Ministry of Education, Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, the chancellors from other universities who may be watching us virtually, the chairman of the University of Council, Dr. Ismail Buro Hassan, chairpersons of other universities who may be watching this event virtually, members of the University Council, vice chancellors of other universities, members of the University Management Board, members of the University Senate, university staff, parents and guardians, distinguished guests, graduating class of 2019-2020 cohort 2, students, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we stand to declare our victory and honor our warriors who have braved the COVID-19 pandemic to make this occasion a success. At this juncture, allow me to congratulate the graduating class of 2019-2020 cohort 2 for their impeccable accomplishment. It is an honor to welcome you all to be part of this congregation, our 9th graduation ceremony, and the second one to be conducted virtually. To the graduates and the staff, the indomitable spirit of our university has been our resilience to success and glory. Madam Chancellor, in spite of the challenges higher education witnessed in the better part of last year, we are pleased today to present to you a total of 1,809 graduates comprising of 20 PhDs, 44 masters, 10 postgraduate diploma education, 1,650 bachelor's degrees, and 85 ordinary diploma for conferment and award and release to the job market. To our parent ministry, here represented by Ambassador Nabukwesi, to our funders and donors, this ceremony would not have happened were it not for your support. This is evident in the smooth running of the key university operations despite the disruptive season. Through your support, both financially and advisory during the period, as a university, we sincerely appreciate your efforts. Our dear guests, despite the effect of the pandemic on our academic programs, we have responded to the challenge and are normalizing our activities. Our theme for this occasion, thus, invigorating higher education through digital technology, has turned out to be our backbone in regaining and re-engineering our academic programs and processes. As a university, we have invested in the online and various digital platforms that have become the new frontier of life and communication. Madam Chancellor, as a university, we have leveraged on digital technology as we enter the recovery phase. Digital connectivity has become our backbone for growth and development. We are on the path of making history by being among the first universities in the country to conduct virtual elections
as was witnessed in the recent University of Eldoret Students' Council, that is WESO elections. We developed an online electronic voting system referred to as the Unikura system, which actually captures our motto, flame of knowledge and innovation. The system took care of all the requirements of Section 14 of the Universities Act 2012, and every activity was real-time. This enabled us to declare the results of the elections immediately after the voting time ended. My deepest gratitude goes to the ICT team led by Dr. Victor Kimeli for their dedication in developing the system, the students for their patience and willingness to adapt to the new normal. Through this team at ICT, we also have many other online applications, such as lecturer-student evaluation, online leave application, online registration, among others, to respond to the theme of today's graduation. Madam Chancellor, since last graduation, I wish to report that the flexible study options the university initiated to overcome potential delays and commencement of studies are on course. Through the establishment of the Open and Distance E-Learning Directorate, we have trained over 300 lecturers, as well as most of the students, on how to access and use the e-learning platforms. Similarly, the Directorate has expanded the infrastructure from an initial one which accommodated about 2,000 learners to the current one which accommodates over 8,000 learners. Through the blended mode of teaching and learning, we have been able to proceed with our academic activities, and our calendar will soon normalize. We have put in place strategies to redeem the time lost last year through digitization, while focusing on our mission, which is providing quality education, training, research, and consultancy in science, agriculture, and technology to meet the needs and aspirations of a dynamic society. I sincerely appreciate the efforts and commitment of Dr. Nicholas Macau and his team at the Odell Directorate. Madam Chancellor, the university has continued to invest heavily in upgrading and expanding the ICT infrastructure, including the internet bandwidth, which was a merely 120 Mbps in 2019, and at the moment it is 510 Mbps. This can accommodate over 8,000 learners. In addition, Madam Chancellor, the ICT Authority of Kenya, through their partnerships with WAE, has offered all our staff ICT skills training in the specialist areas of ICT security, Internet of Things, big data, cloud computing, and artificial intelligence at no cost to the university. Madam Chancellor, the university also successfully held its first fully virtual national conference on wetlands under the theme Wetlands and Water. This was in collaboration with the National Lands Commission, International Union for Conservation of Nature, and other conservation agencies and partners. The conference collected findings which form the platform of coming up with policy statements aimed at informing policymakers while addressing matters to do with wetland conservation. In continuing with the spirits of FAST and in line with invigorating our shift to digital technology, the university also held its first ever fully virtual public lecture entitled The Role of Universities in Innovation and Sustainable Development. This lecture was delivered by Professor Jasper Vassell of KTH, Royal Institute of Technology in UK. We are currently pursuing options to enable students access to e-learning devices, including laptops and affordable internet data bundles. In addition, our students and staff have access to discounted internet data bundles through an initiative by the Kenya Education Network Trust. Equally, in order to improve on-campus, we are partnering with other stakeholders, including our parent ministry, through the scheme of Prosperity Kenya program for strengthening digital education capacity in collaboration with the Open University of the United Kingdom. To further speak with the Chief Madam Chancellor and adapt to the new normal, we undertook rigorous e-marketing strategies in the introduction and implementation of online and blended learning modules, signing of MOUs with key service providers on subsidized bundles for online classes, enhancing internet bandwidth, which facilitated wireless access and free Wi-Fi access to all students who are within campus. In order to continue adhering to the Ministry of Health protocols on containment of the COVID-19 pandemic, the university continued to observe all those protocols. We have continued to produce the University of Eldoret alcohol-based hand sanitizer and multi-purpose liquid detergent. This is to ensure sanitation and hand washing adherence within the university to safeguard the university community against coronavirus and control its spread. Madam Chancellor, in order to address the emerging financial challenges, the university management adopted a raft of austerity measures without compromising on quality of the education. We have established an income-generating unit, directorate, to coordinate all income-generating units to help revamp them in order to reduce dependence on tuition fees income. Again, through you, through your stewardship, Madam Chancellor, we have the University of Eldoret Endowment Fund Trust, which has been fully registered, and you graced the inaugural meeting of the Board of Trustees on 20th August this year. The trust will help to mobilize resources for university programs and projects. On behalf of the university fraternity, I sincerely thank the eminent Kenyans who have volunteered to serve as pioneer board of trustees. The eminent Kenyans are Honorable Senator Professor Margaret Kamar, Ms. Rita Kavashe, Mr. Moses Kiptananui, Mr. Ajay Shah, and Ambassador Professor Julius Bitok. I appeal to all our alumni and friends of the university to contribute to the endowment fund in whatever way. Madam Chancellor, to improve on knowledge acquisition and service delivery, the University of Eldoret Town Campus has been awarded accreditation by Technical and Vocational Education, that is TVET, Center, by TVETA, the regulatory body. The university will offer diploma in ICT, diploma in credit management, and diploma in accounting technicians. This will greatly enhance access to education, particularly for diploma students in the areas of practical skills. At the same time, contribute to the policy of the government of 100% transition. It is anticipated that students graduating from these diploma courses will transition to undertake undergraduate programs at the university. Madam Chancellor, we continue to aggressively pursue our strategic objective number 2 of positioning the university as a research center and addressing the Big Four agenda. During the 2020-2021 financial year, the university, through its professors, attracted 152 million Kenya shillings towards research funds. But since the last graduation ceremony in March, we have attracted an extra 15 million Kenya shillings. This was courtesy of our distinguished scholars, and I'll just mention but a few: Professor Odipo Sano, Professor Frank Masese, and Professor Mwamburi Morris. In addition, the university has been selected to be the lead institution in a consortium of 5 universities and ISIPE on a project dealing with validation of biopesticides for the control of desert locusts invasion in Kenya. This project is funded by the National Research Fund to the tune of 50 million Kenya shillings. The university appreciates Professor Lizzie Mwamburi, who is the team leader. Madam Chancellor, as we strive to internationalize the university, I'm glad to announce that one of our eminent professors, Professor Miriam Kinyua, has been recognized by the International Atomic Energy Agency and given an award as the best woman scientist in plant mutation breeding. This is in recognition of her dedicated research that has generated tangible results in the form of improved varieties and technologies towards food security by using nuclear science. Specifically, improved wheat varieties, Eldo Mavuno and Eldo Baraka, that are rust resistant. My hearty congratulations go to Professor Miriam Kinyua for placing the University of Eldoret on the world map. Madam Chancellor, as a young university, development and maintenance of physical and technological infrastructure is one of the university's strategic objectives as the institution strives to nurture global leaders and innovators. Through our young, motivated research scientist, Dr. Amy Chepkoech, from the Department of Agricultural Biotechnology, School of Agriculture, the university received a donation of research laboratory equipment worthy 20 million from seeding labs in the United States of America. This equipment will go a long way in advancing the quality of education, training, and research at the university. We want to encourage all faculty members to factor in research infrastructure in their research proposals to help improve our research laboratories for quality output. Madam Chancellor, in meeting the University Capital Development Agenda as outlined under our strategic objective number 5, we have managed to oversee the construction of the School of Economics and Business Management Sciences, currently at 98% completion, and the process of handing it over to the university has commenced. We have also overseen the construction of the School of Education Complex, Phase 2, which is currently at 45% completion. The university has also embarked on continuous maintenance and upgrade of its infrastructure. We are grateful to the government through our parent ministry for the financial support. Back to my dear graduates. I challenge you to be creators, innovators, and employers. You have gained the knowledge that makes you fit in a disruptive and digital market. Be the initiator of the change we dream of. Be part of the dream of realization of the country's Big Four agenda. Allow me to quote Tom Hilfiger, and I quote, "We are in a new age where change is the only constant. I encourage you to embrace it, to be inspired to push the boundaries, innovate, and find your own unique ways to set the norms." End of quote. With these remarks, ladies and gentlemen, join me again in congratulating the graduates and wishing them a successful career ahead. God bless you, God bless University of Eldoret, and God bless Kenya. May I now call upon the chairman of the council, Dr. Hassan Buro, to address the congregation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the VC, the Chancellor, University of Eldoret, Ambassador Professor Judith Mbula Bahemuka, the Principal Secretary, State Department for University Education and Research, Ministry of Education, Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, Chancellors of other universities present, chairpersons of other university councils present, members of the University Council, Vice Chancellor, University of Eldoret, Professor Teresa Akenga, Vice Chancellors of other universities present, members of the University Senate, university staff and students, parents and guardians, distinguished guests, graduating class of 2019-2020, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of the University of Eldoret Council, I welcome you all to this outstanding occasion, the 9th graduation ceremony. For the graduates, I earnestly congratulate you after years of hard work. You are finally celebrating this remarkable achievement. This is a delightful occasion to celebrate with you the great journey as you receive your hard-earned reward and are ushering into the world to pursue your dreams, goals, and aspirations. This is your day, which marks the beginning, significant and forgetful turning point in your life. You have remained steadfast and focused on the goal of completing your studies, culminating to a success well-deserved. I am indeed pleased to be part of the University of Eldoret, which has contributed immensely to the nation's human capital. I appreciate the University Management Board, the Senate, and the staff for their hard work and commitment to realize this exciting and befitting result. Under your guidance, these students have been well prepared with work-ready skills, competence, and abilities. The Council is particularly delighted with the milestones the University continues to realize in the area of research, program, and infrastructure development, with the support from the government. In particular, I want to mention that the University of Eldoret Town Campus is now a TVETA accredited institution offering TVETA-approved diploma courses, which will help students acquire technical, academic, and employable skills relevant to the industry. In line with the theme, invigorating higher education through digital technology, I want to commend the university for investing heavily in improving ICT infrastructure that has enabled students and staff to interact and continue learning virtually. Technology has potentially revolutionized the traditional teaching and learning process and eliminated the barriers to education imposed by space and time, and dramatically expand access to lifelong learning. We have adapted to new types of teaching and learning. That is virtual classrooms and meetings that are now our new normal. Indeed, embracing digital transformation and enhancing infrastructure, as well as building the human resource capacity, has led us to realize the inherent benefit that technology has to offer. An artist by the name Godfrey Segio said, "It is not that we use technology, it's rather we live it." Digital technology is increasingly enhancing diversity of delivery and equity of access to higher education. I want to express our gratitude to the government, both directly to the university and indirectly through the students, for its continued financial support. We appeal to the government through the Ministry of Education to continue supporting the university to meet its mandate and obligations within operational environment by allocating sufficient recurrent and development capital. We members of the University Council, together with the Management Board, understand that in the face of the cash crunch being experienced across all public universities, it is imperative to form partnerships with both private and public stakeholders and engage in activities that will directly help in supplementing the cash shortage from the exchequer in support of the university's mission and vision. To this end, Council established the University of Eldoret Endowment Fund Trust and inaugurated the first Trustees Fund on the 20th of August, 2021. This trust will help the university raise funds through grants, gifts, donations, and return on investment to support the growth of the university. The Council is working extra hard in supporting the University Management Board and the Senate to ensure realization of the university's mission through achievement of quality teaching, research, consultancy, and community outreach services. The Council is obligated to ensure that the growth in students' numbers is in tandem with infrastructural development and that the quality of education being offered in this university is not compromised in the process. We also assure members of the University of Eldoret fraternity and the public that the heavy resource investment being made at the university are properly managed and utilized for the benefit of students and society. The University of Eldoret is about the people, their ambitions, their successes, the diversity of the background, knowledge, and skills, their yearning to achieve beyond themselves, and their dedication to serving others. Madam Chancellor, we are committed to ensuring that we continue to employ competent and qualified personnel to meet the ever-changing and evolving learning environment. We want to ensure that we become a premier institution in offering quality education to meet our mission as a center of excellence in science, agriculture, and technology, starting from physical infrastructure to the application of ICT technologies for the betterment of our people. The graduates we release to the job market must fit well to the needs and demands of industry. Equally, we have developed a niche in blue economy, which will help the nation exploit her potential. As a university, we are collaborating with the county government of Uasin Gishu to supply local communities with quality fish fingerlings. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, as I conclude, let me congratulate the graduates for their hard work and resilience that culminates on this day with the conferment of degrees and the award of diplomas. We send you out to the world to make a positive impact and to be agents of the change we all so desire, and in more ways than we could possibly imagine. Congratulations, you are our nearest alumni. Be our brand ambassadors and help build and grow brand University of Eldoret through various channels. Keep safe and observe the health guidelines and protocols as issued by the government from time to time. Thank you all, and may Allah bless you all. Thank you very much. Now it is my honor to invite the PS to address the congregation. Para PS.
The Chancellor, University of Eldoret, Ambassador Professor Judith Mbula Bahemuka, the Chancellors from other universities present virtually, Chairman of the University Council, Dr. Ismail Boru Hassan, Chairpersons of other university councils present, members of the University Council, the Vice Chancellor, University of Eldoret, Professor Teresa Kenga, Vice Chancellors from other universities present. I've seen Professor Muchai Mushiri of Karatina University, members of the university community who include the Senate, Management Board, students, non-academic staff, parents, guardians, distinguished guests, the graduating class of 2019-2020, ladies and gentlemen. Before I read my speech, I want to make very few remarks. First, to bring to you greetings from our Cabinet Secretary, Professor George Magoha. He's congratulating the university for pulling through to the 9th graduation with success, with calmness. It is one of the universities that we count on for progress of our education system. So congratulations from our minister. I also want to appreciate those who have spoken before me. They have clearly summarized the long journey we have made, the challenges we have experienced, the innovative ways we have put in place to surmount the challenges and grow the university to this level where we feel proud. And even the prayers carried our aspirations, our desires as human beings, as a university community, and as a nation. I want to thank you all. I want to congratulate Douglas Odhiambo Kuku and Assumpta Mwanza Mwema for being models of good students. We heard it from their speeches, and I want to encourage them to aspire to achieve more because their capacity is huge. At the ministry, from now, we are starting to receive our scholarships from friendly nations, and one which is current, which was advertised yesterday, is for masters and PhD. That's a full scholarship. I want to encourage good students like Assumpta and Douglas and others to apply. And where you are required to write a proposal, write it well and be available online anytime for interviews from the universities that will be assigned to absorb you on that program. Would want as many Kenyans as possible to be exposed externally and even internally, because I am aware that people who don't know their country well. So when you get an opportunity to travel across this country to see what other institutions are doing and to travel out of this country, it is a way of enriching our citizenry. You get to appreciate your country better and you get to learn the best practices from other people. We have students placed to universities by the Kenya Universities and Colleges Central Placement Service. Some did not make choices, and some chose without thinking, and they have started thinking now that they are already placed. COOPS will open a portal on 1st, and it will remain open until 30th of September. For those who wish to change to different universities other than what they have been assigned, and for interfaculty change. I want to encourage those who can guide these students as parents, as guardians, and as neighbors to assist them to choose wisely based on their capacity and their interests. We don't want to continue with the situation where it is said that the tragedy in Africa is that people choose careers and do jobs they don't like. We would like these young people to choose areas where they know they are fitted with capacity, endowed with gifts and talents to excel and to enjoy working in the interest of humanity and in the interest of our nation. So this is very important because men are writing to us to want change, but the portal will be open. They don't need just to change haphazardly. They need to be guided. They need to do it from point of knowledge and information. We have a responsibility as scholars, as leaders, to create the national character that we shall admire for our nation. There are nations whose character we admire. And we say we are a developing nation because we are growing to reach that level where we shall be admired more than we are admired today. So we have a responsibility to do the little things that we can do as scholars, as role models, to advise, to guide, to stand out, to be seen, to do the little things that we can do to make things better. And I want to refer to what the late Professor Wangari Maathai said. That is the little things that people think about and do that create the mirror image of the people of a nation. And she said the little thing she loved doing was planting trees to improve the environment. So today I'm asking you, what are the little things you love doing to make our nation better, to influence our youth to be better? And it's not just about leaders and scholars. It's about everybody who is an adult and who is thinking about the wellness of everybody. And I want to refer to the difference between us as Kenyans and the country we love traveling to. People love to travel to the US and live there. I know many scholars have lived there, have schooled there, have done research there, have partnered with Americans, and they know what they are. The only difference which I want to stress today is that they look at their government as themselves. Not the way we say the government as an entity we stand away and look at. For them, they look at the government as themselves because it's the mirror image of what they stand for collectively as a nation. And so all of us together need to start thinking that way if we want to move in the right direction. There are nations where people have a culture of resigning when they don't do the assignment on behalf of the nation properly. We have that culture of falling on the sword, or harakiri among the Japanese, for example. It means you take it up with total responsibility, with total dedication, and you commit yourself to do it properly. Not just as routine, not just to be in the crowd and do it on average, at average level, and you feel comfortable. It means we have no aspirations. And that's why we are recommending this university for remaining on course to teach, to develop capacity for the development of our nation. Because products from here are going to serve the nation and serve humanity. And I've not come across any who is weak in their responsibility. It means there is a culture in this university that all of us feel proud about. I want to encourage coordinated support at all levels, because all of us live with the people out there, so that we achieve the goals of education in this country. And our government has provided for free and compulsory education for all children from kindergarten to Form 4. Right now, we are out in the field mopping up students to go to school because parents have abdicated their duties, because teachers have abdicated their duties. When children report to school to Form 1, they ask them to go home and bring money, even when it's a day school. And there is free day school education at secondary level. But the heads of schools impose charges and keep children away from school. Yesterday I was in the slums of Nakuru, pushing children together with the internal administration officials to school. And each one of them you come across says, I've been sent away for 16,000 shillings. Yet the government is paying for every child who is going to a day secondary school. So we need to encourage children to go to school. In a country like Cuba, they have achieved 100% literacy up to Form 4 level for everybody. And their song, they always say in their language, is Yo si puedo. Yes, it can be done, and it has been done. In our country here, there are people who behave as if they don't know what the government wants to do for them. They do not know that they need to make a contribution so that all of us can celebrate our national character in the way we desire it to be. We have been given a warning by our dear friends in the leadership of UWASU because of the negotiated CBA, which is not fully provided in the 2020-2021 financial year. We are in constant communication with the National Treasury. It is provided for in this financial year. The remnant of the 2017-2021 CBA, the 2.2 billion, is provided for. And I've been assured that it will be availed. It will be availed as soon as it is possible. I'm not assured by just anybody. I'm assured by the PS responsible for the National Treasury. I'm saying it publicly so that you know that the government is concerned. We have had disruptions due to the COVID pandemic amounting to a little more than a year of disruption of learning. And that was something inevitable. It was beyond our control. And our prayer is that God helps us to control what control. And that includes disciplining our feelings. Tolerance, being tolerant, being considerate of the young people who aspire to complete their studies and join us in national development. It means feeling with the government because the economy has been seriously affected by the pandemic. But I can assure you the goodwill of government is there to give you what was negotiated, and it will be provided. I just want to urge that we think, because we are calling for a meeting with the leadership of UWASU, it will have been today, but we need to be out asking people to take children to school. Because if we have a large population of uneducated people who want to use shortcuts to self-aggrandizement or to make ends meet, and we came across those children who did class 8 last year in Nakuru, who are in drug use and drug peddling to make ends meet. Others are just thugs walking with the knives in groups to snatch little things from people to make ends meet. If we keep building up that kind of population, then we are not making progress for our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, with those remarks, I wish to read my official speech. It is with great pleasure and honor that I join you in celebrating this great day, the 9th graduation ceremony of University of Eldoret. If there is anything this 9th graduation has taught us, is resilience. Despite the COVID-19 challenges, the students, lecturers, and support staff have worked tirelessly to ensure that we achieve our academic goals. Education is a long journey, and for the strides you graduates have made, I say, hongera. You have just passed one of these stages. You all came here with big dreams. It's now time to actualize them with what you have learned from this great institution. From your graduation theme, invigorating high education through digital technology, this pandemic has shown us that online learning is possible. Credit to innovation and technology that we are holding this virtual graduation. Indeed, this is the new normal. As you take your positions, show the world the knowledge and skills you have gained and change the society through innovative ideas. And I want to stress here that if you don't practice the knowledge and skills you have acquired, you'll lose them. So find a place to practice them. As we all know, the only thing that is permanent is change. The pandemic has been an eye-opener to us that we will never be prepared enough to handle all situations. Amidst a situation that threatened to cripple the education sector in our country and in every other country in the world, we have managed to get through all the challenges and progressed with learning. We have had to embrace new learning systems like open and distance e-learning and leveraged on technology to enhance teaching and learning. As a ministry, we are proud of this achievement, and we thank everyone for making it to happen. To the University of Eldoret, you have demonstrated immense management and innovation skills while handling the current situation. Your adherence to the Ministry of Health protocols and guidelines on management of this pandemic is commendable. To the students and staff who have had to abide by these rules and regulations and made it a success, we cannot thank you enough. As we push towards the UN Agenda 2063, the Africa we want, it is our belief that we will manage to achieve all the sustainable development goals set for Africa as a continent. But it depends on individuals in different individual countries, because some will achieve more than others. And I wish that we, as Kenyans, achieve more than any other African country. We will believe that higher education is key to achieving this, which is the reason why the government has invested time, capital, and human resources into our education system. And in this, we expect everybody to play their role. starting with the leadership at grassroots level. To what extent does the MCA, in whose ward this university stands, support this university? To what extent does the area MP support this university? I've been to universities where MPs donate land to the university, where MPs make roads in the university, where MPs build buildings in the university to complement the national government effort. And we're also looking at what extent does the county government support the university. Because I've been to universities in this country, and indeed this is a country of diversity, where the county leadership and the member of parliament mobilize resources from the community and elsewhere to support universities. To put up a science complex in the university, for example, because they are supporting the Big Four agenda, enhancing provisions of opportunity for students to study. I want to ask the leadership here, to what extent have these people from the grassroots to the county government complemented the national government in supporting the university? I've also been to universities where the local leadership grabs land from the university and disturbs the university and makes it difficult for the university to run. I've been to another place where the local leadership wants to create a road in the middle of the university, and which will entail demolishing even some buildings. It means our appreciation of an institution of this kind varies from place to place depending on the thinking of the people in leadership. I wish all of us were on the path to development so that we build people, we build institutions, and change our national character so that we reach where we want to reach and we shall all be proud. As a ministry, we encourage more partnerships between the private and public entities in innovating new products and services. The only way to be sure that students have gained is giving them a platform to practice their skills in the industry. And that's why at the ministry we're coming up with a policy of university industry partnerships. We want collaborations to take place. Where there is an industry, it must have some space in the university to influence those who want to play different roles in that industry. It's on this basis that the Kenyan government has set aside funds for the Youth Development Program and innovation that is geared towards nurturing skilled individuals that will solve some of the most basic and common problems in our country. I have no doubt that the graduates here today have what it takes to make a positive impact in the needed human resource to turn around our economy and make it more vibrant through digital and innovative ventures. Allow me to refer to Mahatma Gandhi's two quotes on education. He said, and I quote, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world." He goes on to say, and I quote again, "The aim of the university education should be to turn out true servants of the people who will live and die for the country's freedom." End of the quote. The word freedom in this quote may change the meaning or to imply the ability to deal with pandemics and to improve our economy through research, science, technology, and innovation. And I'm happy there are champions of research in this university that have written proposals and won grants from other partners. And I can assure you opportunities are unfathomable for writing proposals to win more grants. You can do more, and I want to encourage others to join the top 3 research champions in this university as mentioned by the Vice Chancellor, so that we make research an outstanding activity in this university. As we enter into the core of a digital age, we urge everyone associated with the University of Eldoret and the entire education sector in Kenya to embrace the new trends. We should direct our efforts towards producing professionals who can tackle the current societal problems and not just passing through the education system to be called learned fellows. The efforts made by the university towards ensuring that there are sufficient facilities is quite commendable. And the government has funded projects which were mentioned by the Vice Chancellor, and they are done to standard. I've come and looked at them. And according to the timelines, this is what we want to encourage. Prudence in management of resources that goes with good planning projections. And they should be well executed. I want to commend the university for the facilities that are almost being completed now. I have reliably learned that over the years, this university has utilized innovation and technology to create modern facilities, and in renovating the existing resources, specifically laboratories, just but to mention a few, to match the required standards and expectations of the university with its growing population. The government is fully committed to ensuring that you develop adequate infrastructure to offer quality education. As I wind up, I want to express my profound gratitude to the Chancellor, Ambassador Professor Judith Mbula Bahemuka, very magnanimous lady. She was my predecessor in Ottawa as High Commissioner, and she did a marvelous job. She has wide experience in activities of the universities, especially related to academic and management. Every university I visited in Canada, she had visited there to give a talk. And she had visited there to understand the uniqueness of the university. So I want to thank her very, very sincerely. I want to thank the University Council, the University Management Board, the Senate, staff, parents, student leaders, guardians, parents, and all students for the role they have played. It means everybody has played their role to the best of their ability. And as Albert Einstein said, when you are able to do just 1/5 of your capacity, you can turn the world around. It is possible. We can do more together. We've kept this university growing, becoming better, and achieving more in the interest of the nation. To the parents and guardians, I must thank you for choosing this great institution and entrusting your children with the leadership and the academic staff, non-academic staff of this university. To the graduates, tomorrow belongs to you. Start shaping it from now as you step out there. I want to wish you God's guidance and success as you come out to contribute to nation building. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Panel PS, for those inspiring remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming the Chancellor. Madam Chancellor, kindly address the congregation. Thank you.
I would like to warmly welcome you to the University of Eldoret 9th graduation ceremony, the second one to be held virtually. I wish to thank each one of you for finding time to join us this morning for this great celebration. In particular, special gratitude to Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, a Principal Secretary in the State Department of Universities and Research. Let me begin by congratulating the graduation class of 2020 for your hard work, for your resilience, and for your dedication. Today, your toil is paying off by attaining heights in your education journey. To you, I say, congratulations, hongera sana. On this special day, we are all celebrating a milestone of you, our able graduates. It is indeed encouraging to be here to witness over 1,809 young people successfully transiting from university to the wider labor market. Listening to the words of our Principal Secretary, I was struck by what he kept calling our national character. And I think that has been truly exemplified this morning by even the words that have been spoken by those who have spoken before me. There is a theme going through our celebration, our joy at what we are achieving. But more importantly, there is a sense of urgency in what was said, both by the Vice-Chancellor and the PS. We are truly building a new, brave world through you, our graduates. I cannot be happier because I've been in this sector for the last 50 years, and I know how it feels like to be able to stand up and say, I have finished my degree. But we cannot celebrate this without recognizing the sacrifices of very many people. Our parents, our guardians, the staff of University of Eldoret, our partners, and other relevant stakeholders. I acknowledge and I appreciate your unending encouragement and support, which has made this day possible. It is now the opportunity of all of us who have supported you to wait for the fruits of our investment in you, graduates, as you take your position in various sectors. I would like to quote the former President of the United States of America, Benjamin Franklin, who said, an investment in knowledge pays best interest. But you know, for us to get this interest, we have to put this knowledge in some juice. The time of what used to be called white-collar jobs and blue-collar jobs is gone. And I would like to advise you graduates, as you get into the world of work, remember the interest that you get out of this knowledge will have to be innovative. Be bold, be strong, be courageous. That is what our national character is all about. Ladies and gentlemen, today, digital transformation is no longer an option, but a must in our institutions. As the digital technology transformation accelerates, we must guarantee that it is safe, it is inclusive, it is sustainable, and it is affordable to all. Leave no one behind. We must work together, from the mamamboga to the professor, from the border person to the cabinet secretary. Gone are the days when we used to think that you cannot do it. Technology has shown us that it can be done. Today, more than ever before, there is need to what the PS said, invigorate higher education through digital technology. This means that learning institutions must not only embrace technology, but to rethink, renew education models and practices, taking into account shifting student and industry needs. We must also encourage our students to develop innovations that will help to create a peaceful, a cohesive, and a wealthy society. Kenya needs us so that it creates wealth. Kenya needs our innovations so that we can join the rest of the world in development. In order to do this, we must also learn from others. No man is an island. I would like to quote the example of a young student called Mark Zuckerberg. Now he's no longer a young student, but as a second-year university student, he sought out a solution for campus students to network, to socialize, and to interact with one another. So what did he do? He achieved this by inventing the new popularly used social media platform, which today we call the Facebook. We must appreciate that the Facebook started out as a simple, crude way of communicating, and it has been upgraded over time to become the most popular virtual site globally, with more than 2.85 billion active users across the world. Just fancy that, a second-year student wanting to communicate, and he comes up with an innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, over the last 1.5 years, the university has gone through a lot of challenges. There have been challenges, disruptions, which has been occasioned by COVID-19. But this challenge gave us a way of thinking. It made us take a drastic step, shifting in teaching, shifting in how we learn, shifting our thoughts in how we interact with one another. We have had to adopt blended teaching and learning, which is now the new normal. But it is a new normal which needs to be refined. And I extend my hand in saying, together, let us refine this new model so that nobody, at whatever age, will be left behind in participating in the new normal. The University of Eldoret has exhibited a resilient spirit, which is firmly ingrained in our anthem, the third stanza, and I quote, "In boldness we arise, the entire world to reach. Art and science we teach, integrity and peace, ours to preach." End of the quote. A beautiful piece of music goes and accompanies this as we sing our anthem. I would like us, University of Eldoret, whenever we sing that third stanza, always to know that the entire world we must reach, science we must teach, integrity and peace must be ours not only to preach, but to live. I know sometimes we will face difficulties and challenges that may look unsurmountable, but this should not hold us back. We must stay strong, face every difficult head on. No matter what, never give up. Only cowards give up. Strong men and women stay on course, and it is because of this that they are called conquerors. It may take time, but look for inspiration, but also stay motivated. Listening this morning to the PS, I was so inspired that I felt we need really to listen to him more often. And maybe during this graduation ceremony, you allow me to really say, Balozi, come to University of Eldoret and give us an open lecture so that we can also challenge and ask you questions. And maybe also, we also find time to listen to you and reflect. My graduating class, I encourage you to broaden your scope of imagination and to come up with innovative ideas. Come up with models that will impact positively on Kenya. Always brighten the corner where you are, no matter how tight that corner is. Do not point fingers at others. Do not say that we are the ones who have failed because we never did whatever you thought we should do. Instead, give us solutions to our problems. Be yourself. Challenge us. We are there to be challenged. Our graduating class, the University of Eldoret is today releasing you to the world of work. Go and make a difference. Wherever you go, showcase what you learned at the University of Eldoret. Showcase your skills. Showcase the man and woman that University of Eldoret has made you. I came across a reading of a woman, I don't know her well, but her name is Christine Todd Whiteman. And those of us who come from mosquito-prone areas do know how mosquitoes can be annoying. And this is what she said. Anyone, and this is a quote, anyone who thinks they are too small to make a difference has never tried to sleep with a mosquito in the room. End of that quote. Always remember, there's nothing small. You can make a great difference. You can give us the new Kenya that we need. You will face challenges of unemployment and competition. It is now even more difficult with COVID pandemic. But I encourage you, always stay open-minded, willing to learn, relearn, push against all odds. You will succeed. But there will be need for you to remain men and women of integrity and honesty in your undertakings. I encourage you to have the spirit of dare, strive for peace, strive for a just society. Be always guided by the national anthem. Justice be our shield and defender. May we dwell in unity, peace and liberty, and may plenty be found within our borders. Graduates, you are our conquerors. You have surpassed the triumph. As you turn a new page in your life, be self-aware and be ready to defend that which you think and believe is right and just. Success in life results from many things, and these, please continue learning. These include love, support and encouragement of family, friends, and the community you're going to be living in. University of Eldoret will always be part of your community. We are a global family. We have alumni all over. And since now, as alumni, we will extend a hand of friendship. And as a university, we are prepared to support wherever we can. I believe, graduates, you're going to shine wherever you go. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to take this opportunity to thank some people whose help has made us make this day possible. My gratitude to the government through the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology. They have played a very positive role in supporting us, and I will not repeat this because the PS has actually even opened doors for us by telling us where we can get scholarships. I think that was very well said, and I thank the ministry. With this information, I'm sure we are going to strive towards making the Big Four agenda a success, Vision 2030, and the Sustainable Development Goals. My appreciation also goes to our partnering county governments in the North Rift Economic Bloc, and also the Lake Region Economic Bloc. Our donors, sponsors, have been very good to us. We are grateful. Together, we shall make sure that the University of Eldoret will meet and advance in its objectives and responsibilities. I would like to thank the University Council, the chairman, and your team. You have done a great job. Thank you. Thank you. University Management Board, thank you for leading us, supporting us, and being there for all of us. To the university staff, I thank you for the hard work, the time you spend preparing our students and making sure that this day becomes a reality. You have remained true to the university motto to be a flame of knowledge and innovation. Allow me to congratulate those staff members who have written proposals that have brought us money to be able to do research. I congratulate Professor Miriam Kinyua for that global award. Kudos, keep going. I call you John Walker today. We will walk all the miles, we will open all the doors. As I conclude, I have listened to all the speakers before me, and I would like to say, and what a graduation ceremony. It may be virtual, but graduates, you are very special. You were given the warmth of all of us. And I can only say, remain strong, go forth, preach knowledge, preach innovation, be the change that you must be. Thank you, and may God bless you. And I can only say, remain strong, go forth, preach knowledge, preach innovation, be the change that you must be. Thank you, and may God bless you. And I can only say, remain strong, go forth, preach knowledge, preach innovation, be the change that you must. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Conferment of degrees and award of diplomas of the University of Eldoret in the following order: Doctor of Philosophy degrees, Master's degrees, postgraduate diplomas, bachelor's degrees, ordinary diplomas. Dr. Oliver Dean School of Professor Robert Akuya, Dean School of
And I can only say, remain strong, go forth,
Kainge, Dean School of Education, Engineer
preach
Dr.
knowledge, preach innovation, be the change that you must. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Conferment of degrees and award of mental health, University of Eldoret, Doctor of Development degrees, Master's degrees, postgraduate diploma, Dean School of Natural Resource Management, ordinary diplomas. Professor Samuel Oliver Dean School of Professor Robert Akuya, Dean School of
And I can only say, remain strong, go forth,
Kainge, Dean School of Education,
Madam Chancellor,
knowledge,
in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 8 candidates certified the Board of Examiners of the School of Education and the Senate for the conferment of the respective doctorate degrees of University of Eldoret. Doctor of Philosophy in Technology Education, Electrical and Electronics Technology, Oribo College, Maguti. Voice is titled The Effect of Artificial Classroom Lighting on the Boarding Secondary Students' Academic Performance. Madam Chancellor, Supervisors, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 8 candidates certified the Board of Philosophy in Education and the Senate for the conferment Morocco and respective division of Biologic approach of philosophy, study of public primary teacher training colleges in Northern region, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Peter Doctor of Philosophy in Science Education, Chemistry Education, Ronald Bamia, this is titled Evaluation of Life Competence, Perception, Teaching Methods and Resources and Practicals on Performance in Chemistry in Narrow Philosophy. Supervisors, Professor Public Primary Teacher Professor in North Reporting Doctor of Philosophy Planning. Professor Moses Doctor of Philosophy versus Science Assessment of access policy and quality of higher education in selected universities. Evaluation supervisors, Dr. Rachel Cross, and teaching Zachariah Osgay on performance in Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Administration. Rano Gilman this is titled Institutional Management Strategy and the Professor of Philosophy and Provision of Quality Mobile Education Program in Marsabit County, Kenya. Supervisors, Professor Kisili Kitaini and Dr. Alice Lima. Kiprop Marquis, Supervisor.
Fresh fried ginger has ginger oil, which is good for a healthy living lifestyle. It combines wonderfully on salads, stir-fries, when basted on roasted meat or simply sprinkled on your favorite dish. Available in 250 ml, 500 ml and 1 liter. This week in your Nairobian newspaper, tale of 3 rich friends who rose from rags only to end in tragedy. Machakos County's First Lady steps down and Kenyans want to know why. Breakups should be messy and noisy. Never trust that amicable split. Also, read about the older, more aggressive call girls taking over Nyeri streets. For these and many more stories, grab a copy of the Nairobian this weekend at a special discount in your favorite supermarket or subscribe to the Standard e-paper on epaper.standardmedia.co.ke. The Nairobian. We know where you live. Dear viewer, for you to continue watching KTN Home and KTN News on Signet, please rescan your decoder and digital TV to receive the new frequencies.
So you were this close to Mr. Lamoste?
Yes, I'm sure about it. According to the autopsy report, Mr. Lamoste was shot long range.
Are you sure that no one else was present that night?
I got a hold of Attorney Balmaceda, and as we speak, Papa and Attorney Vega are already at the cemetery. They have secured a permit to retrieve the gun.
Once we finally get the gun, a ballistic test will be conducted.
And if the bullet doesn't match, Mother will get acquitted.
Fresh fried ginger has ginger oil, which is good for a healthy living lifestyle. It combines wonderfully on salads, stir-fries, when basted on roasted meat or simply sprinkled on your favorite dish. Available in 250 ml, 500 ml and 1 liter.
Bomba, Wakenya ni bomba, washindi pamoja. Tuzidi, bado tunasonga. Hatujui kuchoka. Zaidi ya miaka 50. For more information, visit www.kenyacharity.com. Win today with Lotto Bomba. Approved by Betting and Licensing Control Board. Must be 18 years and over to participate. Play responsibly.
Hold up.
Royal Mabati Factory Limited, known for quality and affordable roofing solutions, has an array of profiles ranging from Royal Alloy Zinc, tile profile from 600 Kenya shillings, box profile from 430 Kenya shillings, and Royal Stone Coat from 670 with our 50-year warranty. Royal Mabati Factory Limited. We are the best.
I'll take you through a journey of what our exciting personality call home.
When you put it on the head, and I wouldn't try balancing it. Yeah. I think those days are long gone.
Follow me, Naila, as I explore these unique spaces as we discover, explore, and as we engage.
I love having my own space.
Today tastes like a piece of the action. And it never tasted this good.
This week in your Nairobian newspaper, tale of 3 rich friends who rose from rags only to end in tragedy. Machakos County's First Lady steps down and Kenyans want to know why. Breakups should be messy and noisy. Never trust that amicable split. Also, read about the older, more aggressive call girls taking over Nyeri streets. For these and many more stories, grab a copy of The Nairobian this weekend at a special discount in your favorite supermarket, or subscribe to the Standard e-paper on epaper.standardmedia.co.ke. The Nairobian. We know where you live.
Chugi and Professor Daniel Odinde Nyamai. Doctor of Philosophy in Fisheries and Aquatic Sciences, Aquaculture Option, Sabwa Josiah Ani. Thesis title, Effects of Stocking Density on Growth, Water Quality, and Economic Performance of monosex Nile tilapia, or Chromis niloticus, reared in aquaponics system. The supervisors are Professor Julius O. Manyala, Dr. Frank O. Masese, and Professor Kevin Fitzsimmons. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the conferment of the respective Doctor of Philosophy degrees by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 8 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Science and the Senate for the conferment of the respective Doctor of Philosophy degrees of the University of Eldoret as follows. Doctor of Philosophy in Analytical Chemistry, Nasiebanda Roslin. The thesis title, Water Defluoridation Using Modified and Combined Sulfonated Polystyrene, Chicken Feathers, and Fish Scales. The supervisors, Professor Lusweti Kitui and Dr. Enos Wambu. Doctor of Philosophy in Animal Physiology, Langat John Kipkemboi. Thesis title, Effects of Acaranthus aspera, Bidens pilosa, Ajuga remota, ethanolic leaf extract on hyperglycemic related metabolic dysfunctions, reversal, and heboparameters on alaxon-induced diabetes in small East African male goats, Capra hicus. Supervisors, Dr. Dickson Mwaniki, and Professor Magak Wena. Doctor of Philosophy in Biostatistics, Wanyonyi Simon Wangila. Thesis title, Modeling the Yield of Soya Glycine Meryl using a 4-component mixture experiment in the presence of variation created by 2 process variables within split plot design. The supervisors, Dr. Ayub Anapapa and Dr. Julius Koech. Doctor of Philosophy in Entomology, Ngigi David Mwangi. Thesis title, Characterization of the population of vector snails from Mwea irrigation scheme for Schistosoma mansoni transmission. The supervisors, Professor Frederick, Dr. Stella C. Kirui, and Dr. Kem Githu. Doctor of Philosophy in Organic Chemistry, Akumu Edwin Otieno. Thesis title, Synthesis and Characterization of Novel TBAF Promoted Distillation, Fluorogenic 3-cyano-7-hydroxy 4-methylchimeric derivatives as potential rapid fluoride detectors in potable water. The supervisors, Dr. Stephen Barasa, Professor Samuel Luther, and Professor Teresa Akenga. Doctor of Philosophy in Physics, Kanule Jason. Thesis title, Hydrochemical Slope Stability, Modeling, Monitoring, and Prediction using BP, FP, Artificial Neural Networks. Supervisors, Professor Wilson Ngetich and Professor Samuel Rotich. Doctor of Philosophy in Physics, the second candidate, Sirma Kenneth Kipchumba. Thesis title, A Modified Nuclear Model for Binding Energy of Nuclei and the Island of Stability. Supervisors, Professor Kapil Khanna and Dr. Samuel Chelimo. Doctor of Philosophy in Physics, a third candidate, Obota Stanislas Edmond. A modified nuclear model for binding energy of nuclei and the island of stability. Supervisor and Professor K. Tonui. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the conferment of the respective Doctor of Philosophy degrees by the Chancellor.
May all the graduates for their respective Doctor of Philosophy degrees of the University of Eldoret please stand for the conferment by the Chancellor.
And Professor K. Tonui. Please be seated until you are called upon to start for the conferment of the respective Doctor of Philosophy degrees by the Chancellor.
May all the graduates for their respective Doctor of Philosophy degrees of the University of Eldoret please stand for the conferment by the Chancellor.
And Professor K. Tonui. Please be seated until you are called upon to start for the conferment of the respective Doctor of Philosophy degrees by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 9 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Agriculture and Biotechnology and the Senate for the conferment of the respective master's degree of University of Eldoret. Master of Science in Agricultural Economics, Gode Quinta Atieno. Master of Science in Animal Production, Chetalam Peter Kale. Ketere Nelgut Jane Naipanoi. Ouko Vincent Ocheng. Master of Science in Community Nutrition, Songok Lilian Chepkemoi. Master of Science in Plant Breeding and Biotechnology, Kimutai Collins, Juguna Peter Kamau. Master of Science and Technology, Obura Morish. Master of Science in Soil Science, Akoto Evans Mutangi. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the conferment of the respective master's degree by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 3 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Business and Management Sciences and the Senate for the conferment of the respective master's degrees of University of Eldoret as follows. Master of Business Management, Finance Option, Biwot Chelimo Irene. Master of Business Management, Strategic Management Option, Kandie Christine Chepkemboi, Posthumous. Wendy Elder Appeal. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the conferment of the respective master's degrees by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 6 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Education and the Senate for the conferment of the respective master's degrees of University of Eldoret as follows. Master of Education in Technology Education, Mechanical and Automotive Technology, Mwagunga Peter Mwashigadi. Master of Education in Educational Technology, Munyiva Annette. Master of Education in Science Education, Mathematics Education, Ruthiga Dorcas Wanjiru. Master of Education in Science Education, Biology Education, Cherono Juliana. Master of Education in Educational Planning, Chelulei Ben Kipngetich. Master of Education in Economics of Education, Endesia Nicholas Munyasi. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the conferment of the respective master's degrees by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 3 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Environmental Studies and the Senate for the conferment of the respective master's degrees of University of Eldoret as follows. Master of Science in Environmental Studies, Environmental Planning and Management, Alima Dennis Tovesi, Beth Nelson Kipkoech, Lagat Mercy Cheptum. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the conferment of the respective master's degrees by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 7 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Natural Resource Management and the Senate for the conferment of the respective master's degrees of University of Eldoret as follows. Master of Science in Fisheries and Aquatic Sciences, Aquaculture Option, Boga Julie Atieno. Nabayunga Stella. Nakangu Nelly Furaha. Master of Science in Fisheries and Aquatic Sciences, Aquatic Sciences Option, Kadeka Ellen Consolata. Lubanga Henry Lunaligo. Masresha Birara Fedaku. Sitati Agustin. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the conferment of the respective master's degrees by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 16 candidates satisfy the Board of Examiners of the School of Science and the Senate for the conferment of the respective master's degrees of University of Eldoret as follows. Master of Science in Applied Mathematics, Chirchir Amos Cheriot, Kigen Ryan Kipruto, Rotich Felix Kibet, Ruto Timothy Kipkorir. Master of Science in Biochemistry, Chepkwon Joseph Kiprono, Mkolwe Samson Luther. Master of Science in Biostatistics, Rob Benjamin Kiptoo. Master of Science in Chemistry, Analytical Chemistry option, Kudima Violet Obiese, Maina Margaret, and Wanyoike Eutychus Muchiri. Master of Science in Chemistry, Inorganic Chemistry option, Bishei Hangington Motum. Master of Science in Chemistry, Organic Chemistry option, Kangor Wesley Rerimoi. Master of Science in Microbiology, Gobiro Laban Kibiot. Master of Science in Mycology, Koimur Luke Kipleting. Master of Science in Physics, Koech Willie Kiprono. Master of Science in Plant Genetics, Wafula Job Sikuku. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the conferment of the respective master's degrees by the Chancellor. Chemistry, Organic Chemistry option. Master of Science in Microbiology, Gobiro Laban Kibiot. Master of Science in Mycology, Koimur Luke Kipleting. Master of Science in Physics, Koech Willie Kiprono. Master of Science in Plant Genetics, Wafula Job Sikuku. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the conferment of the respective master's degrees by the Chancellor.
May all the graduates of the respective master's degrees of the University of Eldoret please stand for the conferment by the Chancellor.
In 2019-2020 academic year, the following 10 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Education and the Senate for the award of respective postgraduate diploma of University of Eldoret as follows. Postgraduate Diploma in Education, Chepchir Chirit Eda, Jepkemei Nancy, Kandie Ivy, Kimeli Mike, Kipchumba Hillary, Langat Nicholas, Jagi Eunice, Omonti Dorothy, Wanjala Kevin, and Yator Susan. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the award of postgraduate diploma in education by the Chancellor.
May all the graduates of the respective postgraduate diplomas of the University of Eldoret please stand for the award by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 174 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Agriculture and Biotechnology and the Senate for the conferment of the respective undergraduate degrees of University of Eldoret as follows. Bachelor of Science, Agriculture, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 up to serial number 6. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 7 up to serial number 21. Pass, serial number 22 and 23. Bachelor of Science, Agricultural Biotechnology, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 up to serial number 4. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 5 up to serial number 18. Pass, serial number 19. Bachelor of Science, Agricultural Economics, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 up to serial number 6. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 7 up to
serial number 32. Bachelor of Science, Agricultural Extension Education. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 1. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 2 up to serial number 22. Pass, serial number 23. Bachelor of Science, Animal Science and Management. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 up to serial number 4. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 5 up to serial number 18. Bachelor of Science, Apparel and Fashion Design. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 1 up to serial number 5. Bachelor of Science, Food Operation Management. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 and serial number 2. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 3 up to serial number 9. Bachelor of Science, Food Science and Nutrition. First class honors, Muhonja Beryl. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 2 and serial number 3. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 4 up to serial number 18. Second class, lower division, serial number 19 and serial number 20. Bachelor of Science, Horticulture. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 and serial number 2. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 3 up to serial number 17. Bachelor of Science, Seed Science and Technology. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 1 up to serial number 6. Bachelor of Science, Soils and Land Use Management. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 1 and serial number 2. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the conferment of the respective undergraduate degrees by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 211 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Business and Management Sciences and the Senate for the conferment of the respective undergraduate degrees of University of Eldoret as follows. Bachelor of Business Management, Accounting. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 1 to serial number 5. Bachelor of Business Management, Finance and Banking. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 7. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 8 to serial number 19. Bachelor of Business Management, Purchasing and Supplies Management. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 7. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 8 to serial number 18. Bachelor of Science, Entrepreneurship. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 4. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 5 to serial number 12. Bachelor of Hotel and Hospitality Management, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 28, second class honors, lower division, serial number 29 to serial number 61, pass, serial number 64 and serial number 65. Bachelor of Science, Project Planning and Management, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 3, second class honors, lower division, serial number 4 to serial number 14. Bachelor of Tourism Management, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 28, second class honors, lower division, serial number 29 to serial number 43. Bachelor of Travel and Tour Operations Management, first class honors, Karano Njoki Rose, Wawira Masi Muturi. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 3 to serial number 24. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 25 to serial number 35. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the conferment of the respective undergraduate degrees by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 18 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Economics and the Senate for the conferment of the respective undergraduate degrees of University of Eldoret as follows. Bachelor of Arts, Economics, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 3. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 4 to serial number 18. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the conferment of the respective undergraduate degrees by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 829 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Education and the Senate for the conferment of the respective undergraduate degrees of University of Eldoret as follows. Bachelor of Education, Agricultural Education Science, second class honors, upper division, serial 1 to serial number 68. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 69 to serial number 172. Bachelor of Education, Arts, first class honors, Chepto Stella. Second class honors, upper division, serial 2 to serial number 112. Second class honors, lower division, serial 113 to serial number 295. Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood and Primary Education. Second class honors, upper division, serial 1 to serial number 10. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 11. Bachelor of Education, Home Science and Technology. Second class honors, upper division, serial 1 to serial number 21. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 22 to serial number 41. Bachelor of Education, Physical Education and Recreation. Second class honors, upper division, serial 1 to serial number 5. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 6 and 7. Bachelor of Education, Science, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 57. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 58 to serial number 162. Second class, lower division, serial number 163. Pass, serial number 164 and 165. Bachelor of Education, Special Needs Education, secondary option. First class honors, Muswenje Eunice Bronya. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 2 to serial number 22. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 23 to serial number 30. Bachelor of Education in Technology Education, Building and Construction Technology option. First class honors, Odhiambo Douglas Okuku. Okello Kevin Wanzala. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 3 to serial number 22. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 23 to serial number 38. Bachelor of Education in Technology Education, Computer Studies option. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 10. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 11 to serial number 19. Bachelor of Education in Technology Education, Electrical and Electronics Technology. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 16. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 17 to serial number 29. Bachelor of Education in Technology Education, Mechanical Technology. First class honors, Wamalwa Castro Nyongesa. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 2 to serial number 4. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 5. Bachelor of Education in Technology Education, Power Mechanics Technology option. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 8. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 9 to serial number 17. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the conferment of the respective undergraduate degrees by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 5 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Engineering and the Senate for the conferment of the respective undergraduate degrees of University of Eldoret as follows. Bachelor of Engineering, Agricultural and Biosystems Engineering. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 1. Second class honors, lower division, serials number 2 and 3. Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical and Production Engineering, serial number 1. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 1. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 2. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the conferment of the respective undergraduate degrees by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 48 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Environmental Studies and the Senate for the conferment of the respective undergraduate degrees of University of Eldoret as follows. Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Arts, Applied Environmental Social Sciences, second class, Upper Division, serial number 1. Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Arts, Environmental Planning and Management, second class honors, Upper Division, serial number 1 to serial number 3. Second class, Upper Division, serials number 4 to 5. Second class honors, Lower Division, serials number 6 to 12. Second class, Lower Division, serial number 13. Pass, serial number 14. Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Science, Environmental Biology and Health. Second class honors, Upper Division, serials number 1 to 3. Second class honors, Lower Division, serials number 4 to 20. Second class Lower Division, serials number 21 to 28. Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Science, Environmental Geology. Second class honors, Upper Division, serials number 1 to 2. Second class honors, Lower Division, serials number 3 to 4. Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Science, Environmental Hydrology. Second class honors, Upper Division, serial number 1. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the conferment of the respective undergraduate degrees by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following two candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Human Resource Development and the Senate for the conferment of respective undergraduate degrees of University of Eldoret as follows. Bachelor of Human Resource Management. Second class honors, Upper Division, serial 1 and 2. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the conferment of the respective undergraduate degrees by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 109 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Natural Resource Management and the Senate for the conferment of the respective undergraduate degrees of University of Eldoret as follows. Bachelor of Science in Agroforestry and Rural Development, second class honors, Upper Division, serial number 1. Second class honors, Lower Division, serial number 2 to 12. Bachelor of Science in Fisheries and Aquatic Sciences, second class honors, Upper Division, serial number 1. Bachelor of Science in Forestry, second class honors, Upper Division, serial number 1 to serial number 4.
Second class honors lower division, serial number 5 to number 8. Bachelor of Science in Natural Resource Management, second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to number 9. Second class honors lower division, serial number 10 to number 34. Second class lower division, serial number 35. Pass, serial number 36. Bachelor of Science in Sustainable Energy and Climate Change Systems, second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to 3. Second class honors lower division, serial number 4 to number 10. Bachelor of Science in Water Resource Management, second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to 4. Second class honors lower division, serial number 5 to 22. Bachelor of Science in Wildlife Management, second class honors lower division, serial number 1 to 16. Pass, serial number 17. Bachelor of Science in Wood Science and Technology, second class honors upper division, serial number 1, and second class honors lower division, serial number 2 and 3. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the conferment of the respective undergraduate degrees by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 254 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Science and the Senate for the conferment of the respective undergraduate degrees of University of Eldoret as follows. Bachelor of Science in Actuarial Science, second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 3. Second class honors lower division, serial number 4 to serial number 6. Bachelor of Science in Analytical Chemistry with Computing, second class honors upper division, serial number 1. Second class honors lower division, serial number 2 to serial number 10. Bachelor of Science in Applied Animal Laboratory Science, second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 4. Second class honors lower division, serial number 5 to serial number 9. Bachelor of Science in Applied Statistics with Computing, second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 7. Second class honors lower division, serial number 8 to serial number 14. Second class lower division, serial number 15. Pass, serial number 16 and serial number 17. Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry, second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 3. Second class honors lower division, serial number 4 to serial number 24. Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology and Biosafety. Second class honors upper division, serial number 1. Second class honors lower division, serial number 2 to serial number 16. Second class lower division, serial number 17. Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Second class honors upper division, serial number 1. Second class honors lower division, serial number 2 to serial number 17. Bachelor of Science in Entomology and Parasitology. Second class honors upper division, serial 1 and 2. Second class honors lower division, serial number 3 to serial number 10. Bachelor of Science in Informatics. Second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 5. Second class honors lower division, serial number 6 to serial number 9. Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. Second class honors upper division, serial number 1. Second class honors lower division, serial number 2 to serial number 8. Bachelor of Science in Microbiology. Second class honors lower division, serial number 1 to serial number 9. Second class lower division, serial number 10. Pass, serial number 11. Bachelor of Science with Education. Second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 5. Second class honors lower division, serial number 6 to serial number 84. Second class lower division, serial number 85 to serial number 88. Pass, serial number 89 to serial number 93. Bachelor of Science. Second class honors upper division, serial number 1 and serial number 2. Second class upper division, serial number 3. Second class honors lower division, serial number 4 to serial number 19. Second class lower division, serial number 20 and serial number 21. Pass, serial number 22 and serial number 23. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the conferment of the respective undergraduate degrees by the Chancellor. Second class honors lower division, serial number 4, serial number 19. Second class lower division, serial number 20.
May all the graduates for the respective bachelor's degrees of the University of Eldoret please stand for the conferment by the Chancellor.
I admit the persons named to the respective undergraduate degrees of the University of Eldoret, for which they have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to these degrees. Hongera. And by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to these degrees. Hongera.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 10 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Agriculture and Biotechnology for the award of respective diplomas of University of Eldoret as follows. Diploma in Agriculture, distinction, Biwot Sarah Delegate. Credit, serial number 2 to serial number 4. Diploma in Agricultural Economics, distinction, Kipkurui Bethwell. Diploma in Community Development, distinction, Mwalungo Edgar Mwamunye. Diploma in Food Science and Nutrition, credit, serial number 1 up to serial number 4. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the award of the respective diplomas by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 33 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Business and Management Sciences for the award of respective diplomas of University of Eldoret as follows. Diploma in Business Management, distinction, Kipkurui Laurencia, Etaba Cornelius Leper, Juma Sarah Kwamboka, Kipngetich Cheriot, Kiprop Tony Kipkorir, Kiptun Cheptumo Millicent, Mokwa Christopher Onchonga, Mwandi Benjamin, Oyalo Daisy Robai, Tireito Isabella Chepkogei. Credit, serial number 11 to serial number 27. Diploma in Hotel and Restaurant Management, credit, serial 1 and serial 2. Diploma in Supplies Management, credit, serial 1 to serial number 3. Diploma in Tourism Management, pass, serial number 1. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the award of the respective diplomas by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 2 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Economics for the award of respective diplomas of University of Eldoret as follows. Diploma in Economics, credit, serial number 1 and serial number 2. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the award of the respective diplomas by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 37 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Education for the award of respective diplomas of University of Eldoret as follows. Diploma in County Governance, credit, serial 1 and 2. Diploma in Education Arts, distinction, Aswatum Priscilla Chewech, Jepchirchir Monica, Kariuki Susan Wairimu, Kiplimo Ezekiel, Kiprono Edna Chepkoech, Coril Gilbert, Shadora Rose, Vusisa Lauren Kalegi. Credit, serial number 12 to serial number 34. Diploma in Early Childhood and Primary Education. Credit, serial number 1. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the award of the respective diplomas by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 2 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Environmental Studies for the award of respective diploma of University of Eldoret as follows. Diploma in NGO and Environmental Project Management. Distinction, Ekomwa Desmond Rukudi. Credit, serial number 2. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the award of the respective diploma by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in 2019-2020 academic year, the following 1 candidate satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Natural Resource Management for the award of Diploma of University of Eldoret as follows. Distinction, Bungei Kipkemboi Saila. Please be seated until you are called upon to stand for the award of the diploma by the Chancellor.
May all the graduates for the respective ordinary diplomas of University of Eldoret please stand for the award by the Chancellor.
I admit the persons named to the respective diplomas of the University of Eldoret for which they have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to these diplomas. Congratulations. Persons named to the respective diplomas of the and by my authority and that of the congratulations.
Madam Chancellor, allow me to acknowledge some of the guests who have joined us to celebrate us the 9th graduation ceremony. Indeed, as you know, we are in a pandemic. The numbers were limited, but the following
have graced our occasion. Professor Mushiri, Vice Chancellor, Karatina University, thank you for sparing your time. Come and celebrate with us. Professor Solomon Shibairo, Acting Vice Chancellor, Masinde Muliro University, welcome. Professor James Njiru, Director, Kenya Marine and Fisheries Research Institute. He was one of our own, Professor Kadibu. Honorable Samuel Ruto, former Mayor, Eldoret Municipality, Kimumu Community, Eldoret. He has always joined us during such celebrations. Karibu. Then Evelyn Wekesa, who is the Deputy County Commissioner for Beni County, where the university is situated, Minister of Interior and Coordination of National Government. Thank you very much, Madam Evelyn. Then Grace W. Tuo, SCPC Police, again Beni County, Karibu. We feel honored for all those other guests who are watching this ceremony virtually. Madam Chancellor, by virtue of the authority conferred on me by Section 5 of the Statute 42 of the University of Eldoret Statutes, I declare this congregation dissolved.
May we be upstanding so that we can participate in the national anthem as we close these proceedings.
I'm sitting in Kikuyu, they discovered in the evening when they were paying me.
But you're not Kikuyu.
That I'm not a Kikuyu.
Chris Kirwa is one of the biggest names in events management in Kenya.
The biggest barrier in any business is communication. So I have done a lot of business across the country because I can easily switch.
Raised by a single mother who later died when he was 17 years old.
I don't have siblings.
You're an only child.
Yes, I was the only.
You must be spoiled.
I wasn't. I think I used to be depressed.
And how he met the love of his life, Kate Kirwa.
I met Kate in an event. So me, I asked her, yeah.
Watch KTN Home on Signet Channel 48, DSTV Channel 272, GoTV Channel 92, Zuku Channel 12, and on Bamba TV Channel 1.
Continue. Thank you so very much, our guests. Asante sana. Thank you so very much. I want to make two announcements here as we prepare